Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Arif Hidayat. Have you ever seen people sharing their opinions on social media, expressing their views on public discussion, or even joining demonstration to share their opinions? All of these activities are related to freedom of speech.
Freedom of expression is the right of every citizen to express their thoughts, ideas, opinions, criticisms, and aspirations through speech, writing, or other forms of communication. In Indonesia, this right is guaranteed by the 1945 Constitution, which protects the freedom to express opinions and participates in public life. As a democratic country, Indonesia recognizes the importance of freedom of expressions. This right allows citizens to voice their concerns, provide feedback to the government, and take part in decision-making processes. It also helps create transparency and accountability, which are essential elements of a healthy democracy. In today's digital era, expressing opinions has become easier than ever. People can share their thoughts through social media platforms, blogs, podcasts, and online forums. Information can spread quickly, allowing discussion to reach a wider audience in a short amount of time. A recent example of freedom of expression in Indonesia can be seen in the public discussions surrounding various government policies. Through social media campaigns, online petitions, and peaceful demonstrations, many citizens, especially college students and young people, have voiced their support or criticism of public policies. These activities show that Indonesians actively participate in democracy by expressing their opinions and engaging in public. For example, during discussions about the revision of several national laws and public policies, dozens of college students and civil society groups organize peaceful demonstrations and share their views online. While opinions differed, these events demonstrate how freedom of expression allows citizens to communicate their concerns directly to policymakers. At the same time, they highlight the importance of maintaining public order and respecting different viewpoints. Another important aspect of freedom of expression is its contribution to social and political development. Through open discussions and public participation, citizens can help identify problems in society and propose solutions. Many positive changes in democratic countries have been influenced by people who were willing to speak up about issues such as education, environmental protection, corruption, and social justice. In Indonesia, freedom of expression has become increasingly important since the Reformasi era in 1998. The transition from the authoritarian rule to a democratic system opened more space for citizens, journalists, activists, and civil society organizations to voice their opinions. As a result, public participation in political and social issues has grown significantly over the years. Despite this progress, challenges still exist. Some individuals may feel hesitant to express their opinions because they fear criticism, online harassment, or negative reaction from others. In addition, the rapid growth of social media sometimes creates polarization, where people only interact with opinions that are similar to their own. This can make constructive dialogue more difficult and increase misunderstandings among different groups in society. Therefore, promoting a culture of respectful discussion is just as important as protecting freedom of expression itself. People should be encouraged not only to speak freely but also to listen carefully to different perspectives. Democracy works best when citizens are able to exchange ideas, debate issues respectfully, and seek common solutions to shared problems. Freedom of expression is also closely related to other human rights, such as freedom of the press, freedom of the assembly, and access to information. These rights support one another and help create an environment where citizens can participate actively in public life. Without access to information, people may find it difficult to form informed opinions. Likewise, without freedom of expression, citizens may not be able to share their ideas or concerns effectively. The role of young people is particularly important in this context. As one of the largest groups of internet users in Indonesia, young people have the ability to influence public discussions and raise awareness about important issues. Through social media campaigns, educational content, and community initiatives, they can encourage positive social change and inspire others to become more engaged citizens. For example, many college students, organizations, and youth communities have used digital platforms to discuss issues such as climate change, mental health awareness, education reform, and gender equality. By sharing information and encouraging dialogue, these groups help increase public understanding of important social issues. This demonstrates that freedom of expression is not only about criticizing policies but also about educating, inspiring, and collaborating with others to improve society. At the same time, freedom of expression is required digital literacy. In today's information age, people are constantly exposed to news, opinions, and content from various sources. Therefore, it is essential to evaluate information critically, verify facts before sharing them, and distinguish between reliable source and misinformation. Responsible communications helps create a healthier digital environment and strengthens public trust. Furthermore, freedom of expression can strengthen national unity when it is practiced with mutual respect. Indonesia is a diverse country with different ethnicities, religions, cultures, and viewpoints. Difference in opinion are natural in a democratic society. Instead of viewing this difference as a source of conflict, citizens should see them as opportunities to learn from one another and develop better solutions to common challenges.
However, freedom of speech also comes with responsibilities. Having the right to speak doesn't mean we can say anything without considering the consequences. We must respect the rights of others, avoid spreading misinformation, harmful content, and also follow the law that applies in society.
One of the biggest challenges today is the spread of false information and online hostility. Therefore, it is important for everyone, especially young people, to think critically before sharing information on or expressing opinions online. We should verify facts, use respectful language, and remain open to different perspectives. As a college students and future leaders, we have an important role in promoting responsible freedom of expression. By communicating respectfully and constructively, we can contribute to meaningful discussions and help solve social issues rather than create conflict.
In conclusion, freedom of expression is a fundamental right that plays a vital role in Indonesia's democracy. It enables citizens to share their ideas and participate in public life. However, this freedom of expression should be exercised responsibly, with respect for others and commitment to truth and fairness. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.